Hi, good evening, Genmart 13 subscribers. I hope you all had a good day today. It's a little bit late, but here's your joke for the day. A little boy gets on a bus and sits right behind the bus driver. The boy keeps repeating sayings like, "If my mum was a cow and my dad was a bull, I'd be a little calf. If my mum was a hen and my dad was a chicken, I'd be a little chick. If my mum was a deer and my dad was a buck, I'd be a little deer. If my mum was a duck and my dad was a goose, I'd be a little duckling." It doesn't quite work out, but the bus driver gets a bit annoyed. He stops the bus, turns round to the little boy and says, "What if your mum was a drunk and your dad was a bum?" The boy responds, "Then I'd be a bus driver." Right, next joke of the day. There's a little boy, he's about 10 years old. He's walking down the road, dragging a frog. It's a squashed, flattened frog. He walks up to a whorehouse and knocks on the door. When the madam answered the door, she saw the little boy and asked him what he wanted. He said, "I want to have sex with one of the women inside. I have the money and I'm not leaving until I do." The madam figured, why not? So she told him to come in. Once in, she told him to pick any of the girls he liked. He asked, "Do any of the girls have any diseases?" Of course, the madam said, no. He said, "I've heard all the men talking about having to get shots after making it with amber. So that's the girl that I want." Since the little boy was so adamant and had the money to pay for it, the madam told him to go to the first room on the right. He headed down the hall, dragging the squashed frog behind him. 10 minutes later he came back, still dragging the frog, paid the madam and headed out the door. The madam stopped him and asked, "Why did you pick the only girl in the place with a disease instead of one of the other girls?" He said, "Well, if you must know, tonight when I get home, my parents are going out to a restaurant to eat, leaving me at home with a babysitter. After they leave, my babysitter will have sex with me because she happens to like very little boys.
Huh?
She will get the disease that I caught. When Mum and Dad get back, Dad will take the babysitter home. On the way, he'll jump the babysitter's bones and he'll catch the disease too. Then, when Dad gets home from the babysitters, he and Mum will go to bed and have sex, and Mum will catch it. In the morning, when Dad goes to work, the milkman will deliver the milk, have a quickie with my mum, and catch the disease. Because that damn milkman is the son of a bitch who ran over my frog."